I'll just give you an overview of what the game is. It just simulates like getting a pet. You get to choose what kind of pet you want. Each pet comes with its own like set of toys. So there's like for a cat, there's like a toy mouse and a yarn ball. For a dog, there's like a frisbee. For a fish, there's like coral. So each one of them has its own like list of toys, and then we created a menu. So we have a few different functions. We have the print menu function, which just lists options, and each of the options are correspond with the functions, which is like you can either play with the toy, get new toys from the list of toys above, or quit the game or feed the pet. And then in the main loop, we just have the menu options created, and it just does a while loop so that we continue to play the game as long as the user doesn't enter quit. It's a lot of like lists. And have you ever used a dictionary before in Python?
Not really.
Oh, okay. So a dictionary is basically just a set of key value pairs. That's what the pet is, like the first line. So like the key would be name, and then right now it's empty because the user hasn't entered a name yet. The type would be whatever they choose, cat, dog, or fish. So each one of those are the keys, and like the actual values, like the name that they enter, the type or the age, food, or whichever toys they want, those are going to be the values. So that's just how we access it. I think throughout the program, like here, we have pet type equals whatever they input. So that's just what we're using to update each of the attributes of the pet based on user input. Does that kind of make sense, or do you need a little more clarification on any part of that? Anyone, any questions? No? Okay. So last time we left on...
Never mind.
Okay. Are you sure? If there's a question, I can like
No,
help
it's
you
okay.
just resolve it real quick. Okay. So if you guys go down to the play toys function, we're actually going to add some stuff there.
Okay.
I'll give you a second to go ahead and find that.
I already got started over this
And
class,
William,
so we're gonna add stuff in there.
We're gonna add some stuff, and then we're gonna start a new game because we're almost done with this one.
Okay. So Death Play Toys. What is that? Oh, Death Play Toys. Wait. But yeah, I'm already there. Trying to play with toys.
Okay. So let's see. Okay. Okay. So play toys. We're gonna just say we're gonna keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, we're gonna add some more.
we're gonna add to the play toys function. Instead of saying just played with toy, we want to say the pet name played with toy. So how can we get, so if the dog was like Clifford, if that was the name, how do we get the pet name inside the print statement? Which attribute of pet would we use?
I think you first write your, and then with this, like plus that, and then
I don't think I can see your screen. Oh, okay, yeah, I see it now. Your pet
my
type.
screen.
Uh-huh.
Blah blah blah.
Yeah. So, and then we also want to say.
I think that's what I do.
Yeah, that's perfect. Your pet type, and then we can also because that would say your dog played with toys. If we want to, we can add the name as well.
Do we also have like what kind of toy they? Oh, do we also have to put what kind of toy they played with?
We'll do that in the get toys function. We can
Okay.
do that in the get toys.
Wait, can you wait for me?
Yeah, sure.
Just click.
And if you want to share your screen, it's the box with the arrow at the bottom of the
You're telling me.
Google Meet.
I'm trying to join on my computer so I can
That's
share my
fast.
screen. Oh man, I need to switch accounts today. Let's share my screen. Can you share my screen now? Can I share my screen now?
Yeah, I can't see your screen, but you can just click in the box to start sharing. An extra screen on yours.
Can you see my screen? Like the screen
Yeah,
share?
I can see Benjamin and Liam's.
Okay.
Audio is awful.
Audio's off.
Now I can hear you. Okay. Now can I share my screen?
Yeah, just go ahead and click the box with the arrow. Okay, cool. So now we've got everybody's presentations in. Okay. And we are at play toy, the function play toys.
Like that? Is that okay? Like that?
Yeah, but we want to add that the pet name played with their toys. So we're gonna say your, or like the pet type played with their toys. So we can say your and then space pet type. played with their toys. If you take a look at my screen, we used the type attribute from the pet
Press
dictionary.
enter, like that, then type it. Or do I
Right
just-
inside the print statement.
Yeah.
So before it says
And
played
here?
with toys.
And here, we're gonna type the thank you.
Yeah, right there. So click, yeah. And then type, have it say your, string, like so a quote, and then your. At the start of, like,
I don't get it.
take a look at my screen. Do you see my screen?
Wait, wait, yeah, no. Your pet played with toys. Yeah. That play toys. Print your play with toys.
Yeah. So is the do is between your we're gonna put a plus sign and then we're gonna say type and then we're gonna add another plus sign and then a space and then a plus sign.
I don't get it. Because the screen is kind of not really spottable online.
So basically what we did is
It's kind of a little bit.
see this line right here? What we did is we basically split the string so into two different strings. So instead of saying your pet play with toys, your as a separate string, and then we concat, and then we added a space, which is this empty string, and then we said played with toys. That way we get the name inside there, not just your pet.
Played with toys.
So so add your in front of played. So right here, add the string your.
Print your. Your. Like that. Or do I just played? Like that.
Your.
Hi,
Okay.
I was a little late because I missed
Here, I'll show you.
part.
Hi, did Chantal just join? We're continuing the pet game from last
Did
week.
you add anything to it yet?
We just started updating the play toys function.
Like that.
So I think in the chat earlier I sent you the Python file from last time. So in case you need to be updated, it's there.
So what do I have to? Do you have to add to it? What do I have to add to my program?
Wait, can you type in the file again?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, thanks.
I just sent it in the chat. And then Chantal, could you please share your screen? That way I can
Yeah, I
just see
should.
where you are with the code.
Wait, is this the new one? Is this the new one? Is this the new one? So this is gonna be.
Yeah, the one that you have is good, William.
So I don't need this. This is
No, you don't need to re-download it because you were here last time, so it's okay.
okay. Oh, I don't still don't get it. Is it like you're with
So
toys?
Chantal, basically since last time what we did was we printed the menu and
I think you're breaking up for me.
then we did an input and are you able to hear me?
Now I can hear you, but yeah, now I can. Before it was all breaking up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's kind of breaking up for me too.
Okay.
Everyone mute because
So
like there's
what
background
we-
noise.
Yeah, actually that would be better.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna add and mute everyone who's not talking real quick just because I think there's some background noises. If you guys have a question, like you can definitely unmute yourself though, okay? I'm just unmuting everybody. Okay. So Chantal, what we continued was we just made kind of like placeholder functions for play toys, get toys, and feed pet. We just typed out got new toys and feed your pet, and we're gonna actually finish those today. We're gonna actually add updates to those, which are gonna like change some variables. And then in the main loop, added was let's see, we added a
You're kind of breaking up.
variable called keep playing. If
You're breaking up.
oh,
Hey, kind of like breaking up, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really hear what you're saying.
are you able to hear me now?
Huh?
Hello?
Yeah?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we added was the print menu, which was basically just we added a variable that was called keep playing. It's a Boolean variable. So as long as that was true, we would continue to keep playing the game. And if the menu selection was quit, the queue, that would be false. So
What should I type? Okay, is that the only change you made?
we basically finished the main function, and then for those 3 comments up above,
The main what? Yeah.
see the 3 red comments that say play with toys, get new toys, and feed pet.
Yeah.
Okay, so last class we just added those fun toys, or for ways we said got new toys. And today we're actually going to fill in those functions. We just did like placeholders last time.
I didn't put any placeholders.
Yeah, so I'm saying you can just, so for each one, so I'll type in the chat, or you can
Can I just type the one you typed? Like,
take a look at my screen. Is
like the play thingy, can you type it in the chat?
Wait, is this is this the whole thing?
what do you mean?
The one that the
One that I
like the
sent?
link that you gave. That's the whole
Yeah,
thing. The link.
that's everything we did. Yeah, that's everything we did up till last class, I believe. So
Okay,
if
so
you,
what about this? What about the stuff from this class? Have you done anything?
We just added like one line, that's all. We just if you want to re-download what I sent in the chat and open that up, that way you'll be caught up with everyone.
Okay, so like copy and paste this.
Yeah, or you can just download
So
the
copy and
file.
paste the link.
If you click on the file, it should open in Google Docs, and then there should be a place for you to download it. Like there should be an arrow, and then you can click download and just open that up in the Python console.
Okay.
Does the link have all the like the notes, like, you know, play with toys, get new toys, free pet, like that?
Yeah.
Okay. So if I just delete everything I have and then just copy and paste that, then I'll be all caught up.
Yeah, then you'll be caught up. If you can actually, instead of having to copy or paste, you can just click the download and it'll download the file for you. So you don't have to copy and paste. You can just open it from your downloads folder.
Okay. And then what do I do with the other one?
The other one, you can just save that as like a backup version. And then from like today's class, you can just edit on the one that I sent.
Okay. But how? Okay.
I didn't hear what you said. I think you woke up.
Oh no, I didn't break up. Just that I
Okay,
can't
so
find the
click on
file on my
downloads.
computer.
Yeah, downloads, and then class pet game.
I think I'm just gonna copy and paste.
Okay, the one that says, yeah, click on class pet game 1 and then say open. And yeah, click on the blue open.
Okay. And then wait, stuff that we've done today is it on here?
We only did like
so
one
far,
line
so far. So
today. So do you have the new one open? Okay, I don't think I can see the new one that you opened yet. Okay. So the only thing that we changed so far today is go into your play toys function, and then instead of saying played with toys, yeah, right there, we're gonna add a string, and it's gonna say your plus pet type played with toys. So if you want to take a look at my screen, we added the pet type from the dictionary.
Okay. Print.
Can type all of those in the chat so we can see it better.
Yeah.
Create your pet type
I just
plus.
sent it in the chat.
So I delete everything. So I delete anything inside the parentheses.
Let me look at your screen. Oh, you stopped sharing your screen, William.
I know.
Stop sharing your screen.
Delete the entire print statement and then copy that.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Wait.
Can you move more to the right? Yeah. Wait, a little bit more to the left.
Oh, yeah.
Just a teensy.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Oh. And William, do you have that too?
Yep.
Okay.
I got it.
And could you do me a favor and just share your screen as well, so that way I can see how far you are?
Me. Me. Is it
Yeah.
me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's William.
Okay.
Yeah.
A window.
And then I think what you have to do is after the R in your, like where you print your pet type played with toys, you want to have a space between the R and the quotation. Otherwise, it's gonna there's gonna be no spaces between the words then. And then you also need one
Alright,
before
thanks.
played.
I usually
between
just
the
put
P and
spaces all around it, so that it's simpler.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you
Name.
said.
What's his name?
I usually put spaces around, like I did quote space and then the word, the sentence, and then quote space. Because then it's easier.
That works too. There's a bunch of different ways to your pet type. Actually, we can delete one of the, so I think Chantal, you have like between the two plus signs, you have like a space. We can actually delete that. I realized that that's an extra space that we don't need.
Am I sharing?
Wait, what spaces?
Yeah, that one. Empty quotes.
Okay. Why did you have that here? There.
And then you can also delete the extra plus sign. There we go.
Did you have them there? Because because you thought there would be no space.
I think that was from before, like when we hadn't had the pet name or like the pet type.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. So, William, you're having an error with get toys. Okay. Let's take a look at your.
When I was writing it, it says trace back more recent code. I didn't. But I don't
Okay.
know.
Can you share your? Could you?
Can I put some water?
Okay. Let's look at get toys. Yeah.
Yeah. Free pet questionnaire get toys.
Oh,
play
okay.
toys.
Because
Yeah, play
what
toys.
you
This
need
is
to
the one
have
I
is
used.
see the T in toys that needs to be capital. So your get toys has to look like mine. It has to have, yeah. And then now try running it. I think it should run now.
Hey. Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Did
Hey,
we change anything?
it's not running.
It's not.
Gee, here's our
running.
options quickly. This is what happens when I type it on a letter. It just keeps on doing
Okay,
stuff.
let's go back into your code. Oh, okay. It's because I think you have to have it in capital. So try typing a capital G instead of lowercase.
Yeah, like I did it already. Look, I'm doing a G. Look, it just keeps on
Dog.
repeating.
Name your dog.
Just gonna keep on repeating until I do something else.
Okay, let me try it on mine and see if it's a problem.
When I type Q, it's like thanks for playing. That only one that does it.
Yeah, the G.
You're breaking now.
I'm trying to see why it does that.
I don't know. It just I'm running it. Check a model. I'm checking.
Wait, what are we doing right now?
I'm just checking to see, for some reason, the choice doesn't look like it works. So I'm trying to see why that could be.
Wait.
Text. Oh, I think what it is we actually have to update some of the attributes to get it to work. So let's go back into the get toys function.
Change anything? Did you change anything?
No, you updated the play toys function, right, to include the name as well.
Okay, messages are
okay.
being recorded.
I don't get what we're trying to do right now.
I was just helping other people catch up. What we're doing now is we're in the get toys function.
No, but you.
Instead of got new toys, we're going to say let's get new toys. So we're updating that string. And then beneath that, what we're going to do is we're going to add a variable called toy option. And we're going to make that equal to, within the pet toys. So remember how above we created like a whole bunch of pet toys, which was basically like a dictionary with a bunch of different lists. So we're going to use that down here. Only want it to be, so like for example, we had different toys, like the dog had the ball and the frisbee, the cat had the yarn. So if we have a cat, we don't want to show the dog toys. How do we get it so that it only shows the toys for the cat?
A kitty cat. I don't know.
Anything that we put inside this.
You type the cat.
Are they in separate are they in separate? No, they're not. Wait, did you just say cat? Like, because it says cat and then it goes the colons. So could you just say?
Well, so you know how up here we used pet type when we said your pet type played with the toys?
Yeah. Do we use the same thing?
We're gonna use that again.
Right?
Yeah, we do the same thing. Just we put pet type inside the square brackets for pet toys.
So can you just copy and paste it and that's most stuff in it? You can copy and paste it, maybe.
Yeah, but you only want to say
where do I type it?
Yeah.
Where do I type
I
it?
think it might be easier if you just type it because there'll be a lot for you to delete if you copy and paste it. And then right now it's showing us a little error for toy options, and that's because it's never used. We're going to use printing it out. We're going to print out all the toy options.
Wait, so is this just gonna be the same, right? I think it's just gonna be the same, so I'm just gonna use my word to just copy and paste it. Where do I copy and paste it? That's the problem.
So wait, first what you have to do is go back onto your code. And then so we have to make a new variable called toy options. So like press enter after got new toys. After got new toys. So you want to line after that.
Where? Here? Oopsies.
So press enter. Wait, yeah, there. Okay, so type in toy options equals options.
Is this okay like that?
Yeah, and then we're gonna say pet toys, because that's the pet toys.
At toys?
Yeah,
like
and then
this?
T is capital E, just like that. And then we're gonna use square brackets. And since we're
Any
looking
space?
for the pet, we're gonna say, oh no, keep it connected, the square brackets. Yeah, and then inside that we're gonna say pet. Yeah, just type PET, and then put another square bracket. And then inside that, in quotes, write type.
It's double ones, okay.
Yeah.
Then what? If it's okay, then what is the difference between double ones and just regular ones?
They can be used kind of interchangeably.
Okay. Well, let's see what if I run it. Yeah, maybe it's okay. Okay, so then I press enter. No, wait, now press enter and print.
Yeah, and we're gonna print toy options.
Do I need this stuff? I always forgot.
No, you don't need the quotes.
Well, look, when I just type it in, everything's on the screen.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see what happens when I run it. Cup. Geez. Yeah. It's still like that. It's still the same. It's still
Okay.
it's still the same reaction every
It
time.
could be an issue with your main loop. When we get down to the main loop,
Where's my main loop? My main loop.
take a look and
Yes,
see what
main
happened to yours. It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Fancy pet, play toys.
Like that. And
Wait, what are we doing though?
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go to toy options. We want them to select a certain toy. So since each pet had a bunch of different toys, so right now we're gonna have toy num is gonna be the variable for their choice. So underneath, underneath print toy options, we're gonna have a new variable. We're gonna call it toy num equals.
yeah, it's not letting me do anything. Yeah, I'm gonna kill the dude. Like I killed
Okay,
one. Progress.
I'll look into your code. Maybe once we have the function, it might work. Okay. So let's see whose presentation. So Chantal, right underneath print toy options, make a new line and then type toy num equals.
People know.
Toy num equals. Okay. So what we want to do is we're going to have it be equal to -1. And the reason that we do that is so that it starts off as a choice that's not any of the choices, because we're going to have our choice be like 1 is ball, 2 is frisbee. So we're having -1 so that it doesn't count as any of those choices. That way it doesn't default to a choice before they even get. Okay. So we want to use a while loop here. So what conditions do you think we can put in the while loop? So we want to make sure that the number that they choose is valid and that they haven't chosen a number that's too big. So like if they choose like number 3 and there's only 2 choices, then we have to say it's invalid. So how do you think we can check for that?
Wait, so we're trying to check if it's invalid?
We're trying to check if, so each number, so we want to make sure that they don't choose a number that isn't valid. Like if you only have 3 choices, like 1, 2, and 3, if they choose 4, that's not even a choice.
So can we say if they choose something that's not, if it's greater than or less than 1 or 3, then
Wait, what was that thingy? Toy options.
can't we do if it's greater than or less than like we're doing 3, right? So 1 or 3. If it's greater than 3 or less than 1, then say it's not valid.
Yeah, except that's like on the right track, but we want to make sure that it will work for any number of toys, because in one of the functions we allow it to get new toys, right? So it can increase their number of toys.
So we can just say the
So that while,
Toy num. Can you see my screen? Is it like that?
let me take a look.
Oh man.
Yeah, toy num equals -1.
Oh, I hate this moment.
Okay, so Chantal, I was saying, while toy num, so we want to make sure it's greater or the toy num is greater than the length of the toy options -1. So that means, so the length is always, it's a little tricky because it starts with 0. So if the length of a list is 3, that means that they have spots in 0, 1, and 2. So like even though it's like 0, 1, 2, you don't have to type this part out. There's actually 3 items in there. So the reason that we do -1 is because even though it says 3 here, the index would actually be 2. So that's why we do -1, because the index is always 1 less than the actual length. Anyway, so that's a little sidebar there. That's why we use -1. And then we also want to go through every single toy in the toy option. So we're going to say for I. I'll wait for you to type that down, actually. And then you want to have, yeah, parentheses after the S. Perfect. And then Liam, I think, okay, yeah. Toy options -1. So Liam, right outside where you say length of toy options, you need to have a -1 outside of the parentheses, though. -1, and then colon, and then you also have an extra I think, on toy options.
Like, you can type that in the chat.
Yeah.
okay. So I did that line. Now what do I do?
Okay, so I want to go through every single toy in the toy options. So what kind of loops do you think we could use to iterate through every single item? You can use either a while loop or a for loop. Which one do you think?
And while.
Can I see line number 49? Like the whole line?
Actually, I think a for loop. Because we
A
already
for
used
loop, right?
Yeah, for loop.
Yeah, we're gonna use a for loop for the next line.
At first I thought it was a while loop. And I'm like,
But it's good. I'm glad that you were able to fix it. So we're gonna say for I in range. So range is just like the total, like range is just like all the possible values that it could be. So from the very first to the very last. So we're gonna check from the first to the last of toy options, we want to check if it's in there and then print it out. So we're going to say for I in range length toy options, len toy options.
For what? So for I in range.
In range, and then we're going to have parentheses len, and then another parentheses toy options. Len, and then another parenthesis.
Menu because the outside people are cutting the grass.
Oh, yeah. I was saying that it's for I in range and then parentheses, then len, then parentheses, toy options. And then you want to have a closing parenthesis, 2 of them, and then colon. Okay, so in the for loop, we want to print out the number of the toy and the actual toy itself. So which one of the variables do we already have that tells us what number it is? Anyone know? There's already a variable that we have in here that will tell us what number each toy is.
I didn't hear you, so can you please repeat that?
Oh yeah. What variable can we use to find out which number each toy corresponds to? We used it in the for loop.
Okay.
One of these variables is our placeholders. That would be I. I is the variable, so we're going to print out string I. So that just converts it to a string. We're going to concatenate it with the colon. And then we're going to print out the toy options at that position. So the square brackets is going to tell us that we need to index. It's going to show us which index. So if I is 3, it's going to print out whatever is the 3rd position. And then it'll also print out the number 3. Like toy number 3 is like bone or something like that. And then you want to have str and then I is in the parentheses. You have an extra
What?
Oh, I was just saying, Chantal, I think you have an extra I after string. You have string I, and then you say I again. So take out the first I. Yeah, there.
Can you type in the chat? Oh. I can type in the chat.
Yeah. Also, if you want,
I don't get
William,
why.
you can pin my screen. Yeah, and then you can see it right there. So this is what we added.
I didn't really get why he kept on saying that. Type it in the chat.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay.
Can you repeat that, please?
Print.
I was just wondering why he kept on asking to type it in the chat.
William, you're able to see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so everything that I type will be on the screen. So that way it's easier. You don't have to keep referring back to the chat. You can just take a look at my screen. That way you don't have to keep switching.
No. We're gonna stop.
Anyway, so, yeah, so yeah, Chantal, what you need to have is after toy options, we're gonna have a square bracket.
String I. Huh?
And then inside the square brackets, type I. And then close the, yeah, just like that. And then we'll move on to the next line.
Wait, you wait for me because I can't.
Yeah.
String I. Okay.
What you can do actually, William, is you can split your screen. That way on one side it's your code and the other side you can see mine. That way you don't have to keep flipping your tab. You can just drag.
Yeah, that's
screen.
what I do.
Yeah. Perfect. Now you can see both at once. And then you can close the meeting details. That way my text becomes a little bit bigger. Up
Wait,
in
what
the...
meeting details? Wait, I didn't do meeting detail. Well, the problem is when I do half, the words get smaller.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, do you see that X right above the chat?
Oh, yeah.
Then it got a little bigger, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Plus toy option.
Words,
Okay.
these
And then
words look so big and bold.
Well,
do
you
you want
have
me
to
to make it more bigger?
You can configure idle. Just press option to configure idle. 40 is, well, you know, it's the biggest, I think. Well, if you're gonna do 40, you can't. Well, it's not bold. You could change the. But I don't want to change.
And also, William, I think if you scroll down to the get toys function that we were just working on, I think you might have a spelling error in there. Yeah, you want to say toy options with an S at the end. Yep, and then do that for the print statement as well. Print toy options I, but instead of just print toy options I, okay, yeah, toy num equals 1, while toy num is less than 0, one for I in, okay, so actually it won't run yet because you have a little spelling error. See where it says for I in range length toy option, you need to have an S after options. And then in the next line, you need to say before the I, you need to have T. So it should be OPTIONS. Options I, and then you need a closing bracket, a closing parentheses after the I square. Yeah. Or outside of the I. So delete that and then, yeah, there. Okay, now it should be able to, but, okay. And does everybody have that? Toy options I up to the line that I have?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll keep going then. Okay, so we're gonna say in line with the for loop, we're gonna have toy num equals, and we're gonna say input, which is a built-in function to get the input. So what we're doing is we're taking the input to our question, input the number of toys, the number of the toy you would like, and then that input is going to be cast into an int. Whenever we write int and then a parentheses, that means we're casting it.
Can you go all the way to the end?
Yeah.
Okay, there's two. Okay. I'm good.
Two parentheses. Okay. I'm just gonna check everybody else's to make sure.
Can you scroll back a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
Can you, oh, I didn't
yes.
do the line, so.
Oh yeah, so what we're doing is we're just int input, and then we're gonna say, in quotes, input the number of the toy you would like.
Number of the.
There's so many inputs.
you like.
And then put a colon. Yeah, and then that's good. So we're gonna say that's the input. Okay,
Just go
and then
a
we're gonna
little
have a
bit.
new
Just a
variable.
little bit front.
Oh, here?
Yeah. Number,
Okay.
number of the toy
Oh, you would like.
you would like. Okay.
Okay, and then let's see.
So
We
press
input the
enter.
number. We input the number of the toy you would like, and then yeah, press enter. We're gonna go to the next line.
Wait, this is a pretty long one.
Can you go back to the right because like I still need to write that stuff.
Oh, here.
No, the other side.
Oh, here.
Sorry, I meant left.
Yeah, no worries. Let me
So
know
you're
when you're done
chosen?
with. Yeah, so chosen toy is going to be our new variable. That's going to be the toy that they choose. And how do we get the correct index? So what's going to go inside these square brackets?
Oh man.
I don't know.
So we wanted to find the toy number that they choose, right? So
Mhm.
which of the variables?
We take the input, right?
Yeah,
The toy num.
toy num, right? So that's what we're going to do because that one took the input. So we're going to say chosen toy equals toy options, square bracket toy num. Okay. And then we're going to append that. We're going to add that to their list of toys that they can play with. So their pet toys. And does anybody know the function to add? And inside the square brackets, you have to say toy num. Yeah. Toy num. Okay.
Is mine correct?
Yeah. Let me take a look at your screen.
Mine's okay, right?
1 second. I'm still looking.
Yeah.
Pet
I kind of
toy,
lost mine.
toy option.
What's up?
You want to have S after toy options. Chantal?
Where is it?
Need help
Oh,
with?
What?
I'm
Okay,
okay.
something okay.
I think.
Oh
Mike,
yeah.
what do you need help with this time?
Can you give me a second? I need to go do something.
Sure.
It'll take
Sure.
like 1
I
second.
didn't hear what you said,
Ah,
Liam.
good stuff. Mhm.
Okay. Toys. Don't worry. I can still see your screen, William. So
Yikes.
okay. So we added the pet toys. Okay. And does anybody know what the append function does? Dot append. It looks like this. Has anyone ever seen that?
Depends it.
Yeah, what appending is just adding it to the end of the list. So when we say pet toys dot append, that function adds something to the list, but we haven't told it what to input. So which one is it going to add to the list? The chosen toy, right?
Yeah, the chosen toy. Append
So we're
chosen
gonna
toy.
we're gonna say pet toys dot append chosen toy. And then we just want to
Correct.
print out and chosen toy. and then closing
Okay.
parentheses. And then after that, we're just going to print a line saying you have chosen or you selected the, and then we're going to say which toy they selected, the chosen toy.
You select SLOE SE no so S
And then Benjamin, what you want to have is after pet toys, right here, we want to say dot append chosen toy. So outside of the square bracket, yeah, we're going to put a dot and then append. And then inside the parentheses, we're going to say chosen toy because that's the toy that we're adding or appending to the list.
Am I okay doing that?
Let me see.
And also, can you check mine? Okay.
You have selected pet toys to append chosen toy. You have selected the chosen toy. And then William, after chosen toy, you want to have a closing parentheses. See this?
Wait, did I just? Okay.
There you go. Okay, and now I'm gonna check Chantal's. Okay. You toy now. And put chosen toy equals toy option. Toy now. Pet toys dot append. You selected the chosen toy. Yeah, yours looks good too, Chantal. And let me check Liam's. Pet toys dot append chosen toy. You selected the chosen toy. Okay, perfect. And Benjamin also has that. Okay, so we're all caught up. You've selected the chosen toy. That's how we got the new toys. Favorite toys. Okay, we quit the virtual game. Feed the pet. Okay, so now we're going to go into the feed pet function. So go into the line right underneath feeding your pet.
Yeah. Wait, mine is right?
Yeah, Chantal, yours was right. Okay, so feed pet and then indent your line so that way it's in line with the print statement. So just press a tab once. Okay. And we want instead of saying feed your pet at the top, we're going to have that at the end because we want to update some variables before that. Okay, so first of all, what we need to do is we need to make sure that the food for the pet never goes below 0. So we've got to handle a negative value. And we're going to do that with a loop. So we want to first call new food. We're going to have a variable called new food. And we're going to set that equal to pet food plus 5 because if you look down at the bottom, we're also going to, after the end of every day in the main loop, we're going to update the food level. So we want to make sure it never goes negative. So every single day, it's going to be added 5 to that. And then if the new food is less than 0, so that tells us the new food is kind of like a safety variable. So like if the new food is less than 0, meaning that if the pet's food with 5 added to it is still less than 0,
Hey,
that
are we
means that
done
they're...
with the get toy?
Oh yeah. Right now we're on feed pet.
Okay.
Yeah, so if the new food is less than 0, what we want to do is set it to 0 because we don't want to have
Is
negative
mine
hunger.
okay? Is this okay? The one I just typed.
Let me see. For the feed pet function?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we also added an if statement. So right underneath the +5, make sure you add the if statement right here. Okay.
Okay.
So okay, so if the new food is 0, is less than 0, we're gonna change it back so that it's equal to 0. And then, so that's the first edge case. That's like the minimum value. And we also want to set a maximum value. So if new food should be over 100, if it gets to over 100, we can't
Over
have more than
1,000.
100. What?
Over 1,000.
But we have to keep it 100 because percents are only out of 100. So if it's more than 100, we have to reset it back to 100. That way the food level doesn't get way too high. And then we're going to print. But before that, we also need to say that the pet food is equal to the new food because that's the variable that we changed here. The new food was the placeholder, and then now we use the placeholder to update the actual attribute.
New food. Uh-oh.
Yeah. So Benjamin, basically what we're doing is we're testing two cases. We're testing if it becomes less than 0.
Can you pause for a second because I barely got any of that.
Oh yeah. Let me know when you guys are all done typing, and then I'll just explain what we're like the reason that we use this.
I'm done. Wait, is this okay?
Let me look at your screen.
Yikes. This one?
You want to have the second if statement in line with the first one, William. So yeah, press the backspace. Yeah. And then we want to set pet food equal to new food. So this line right here. So below new food equals 100, make a new line and line it up with the if statement. So yeah, and then say pet bracket food, like the square bracket, and then in quotes food. Food and is equal to, so equals. And what variable do we want to set it to? Which one were we using in the if statement?
New food?
New food. So we're going to set it equal to new food, and then press backspace on the print statement. Like the next line has to be in line with the pet. Yeah.
I wonder how
Is
many
this
lines
correct? Can you please check what I wrote?
Yeah. You need to have, instead of a single quote after the D in food, you need to have a double quote because the first time you use double quotes.
Look, it says Invest Dynax when I run it. Chosen Toy says Invest Dynax.
Okay, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna check Chantal's real quick.
What double quotes?
See where you say pet food equals new food and all of that is green? Instead of the single quote, you need the double quote. There you go.
Okay.
0 equals 0. 100 food plus 5. Okay, and I'm gonna check Benjamin and Liam's, and then William, I'll see what the error is. I think Liam, you stopped presenting your screen. I'm not able to see your screen.
It's just Dynax error. Invest Dynax.
Let me just give me 1 second. Feature tag. Okay. Let's see what the syntax error is. Chosen toy equals y. I think you have an extra tab. So after toy num, William, you don't need the extra indent. So just press OK first. Okay, and then C, the C before chosen toy.
Can you scroll down? Scroll down a little.
There. And then press backspace, William. Just once. Press the tab once. One more time. Oh. Wait, actually just press backspace until it's on the same line as the previous line. Okay, and now press enter. Oh. Can you make your screen bigger? Like, can you go to the right so I can see the end of your line? There you go. Input. Oh, okay, you have input twice. So you need to say int input just once. So delete one of the purple inputs. And delete that extra bracket. Okay. Toy num equals. And then go to the C in chosen toy and press backspace. Yeah, backspace again. And go all the way back until it's in line with the first toy. And now press enter. Yeah, there you go. And do the same for the other lines too. That way they're in line with. Okay. Define feed pet. You need to have a set of parentheses and then a colon. Every time you write a function, it needs to have the define keyword and.
Okay, so are we adding anything new?
Let me see your screen. Did you complete the entire chosen toy function?
Up here?
Yeah. Get toys and then try running it. Make sure you save it first. Yeah.
Okay, this is a valid syntax.
Okay. Could you zoom in just like a little bit actually? Because I'm not able to see if that's a square or a parentheses bracket.
How do you zoom in?
Pet type. Oh, actually, what the issue is instead of, so see right next to pet, help. Yeah, it's fine actually. I'm able to see it. It's okay. In font, you can just increase the font just a little bit. Okay, yeah, and then just say okay. Okay. Let's see, where were we? Your pet type. Okay. See the parentheses after pet type before played with toys? Keep going up. It's the first line where it says print your pet played with toys.
What?
In the function define played with toys.
This
Like
one?
go to that function. Yeah, and then after pet type, take out the parentheses, the last parentheses after pet type. See how it says pet type and then square parentheses and then an extra one? Take out the second one.
Okay.
Okay, now it should be working.
I think it's.
Okay, and Benjamin, when you run yours, does it say anything, or are you able to run through it?
Oh, I didn't run it yet.
Okay,
So save it first.
yeah,
Save it and then.
and then run
run.
module. Okay, and then let's try going through it, like input the pet and the name and all that.
Oh.
Feed pet is not defined. What line does it say? Oh, okay. Go into the main function of your code.
Where is that?
Scroll down. Okay, yeah, right there. See where you say function feed pet in menu options? Yeah, right there. The P should be capital for feed pet.
Oh.
Okay, now I think you might be able to run it again.
Okay. What's my that?
You can just put any name.
Dog.
What I have so far, is it correct?
I think you stopped. Wait. Sorry, what did you ask again, Chantal?
What I have so far is it correct? Because I don't really get what you're saying.
So the issue that you had at first was you had an extra parentheses, which is what was causing the error. And
So,
just now when I was talking to Benjamin, I was just talking to him about his errors. It wasn't like anything about your code.
Okay.
And try running yours again.
Are we
Chantal?
done or something?
It's not working.
We're almost done.
What am I looking for when I run it? What am I
We're
looking
just
for?
looking to see that you can go through every single one of the functions. So click run module and you should be able to type in the pet type, the pet name, your pet. Oh, the issue is you need to have square brackets there instead of curly brackets. So on both sides it has to be square.
This is pretty.
You need to put, so on the line with toy options, after type, you need one extra square bracket.
Here?
Yeah. Okay, now try it.
This is still wrong.
Options. Pet type. Oh, okay. You have an extra pet toy, so like right before toy
I
options.
actually think I need 3 over here.
You actually have an extra pet toy, so like see how you say pet toys and then square bracket pet toys? You can delete the second pet toys and that bracket too. Yeah, just like that. Now it should work, I think.
And should I still have 2 brackets?
Yeah, you should still have 2 brackets at the end. Oh, and wait, before you run it, okay, this way. After chosen toy, where you say chosen toy equals toy option, toy num, it should be toy options with an S. Where chosen toy equals toy option inside the get toys function.
Is it options?
Yeah, with an S.
Okay, what's wrong down here?
And then new food, there should be no space.
Okay.
Okay. So please input one of the pets and just choose like anyone, like dog, cat, or fish.
Dog. Okay. I'll just do.
Oh, I don't think I'm able to see your terminal anymore.
Can't. Okay. Let me. Then
And Benjamin, let me see what happened to yours. Could you go back into your code, please?
I shared it.
Okay. 4 key. Benjamin, can you scroll up a little bit?
Okay.
Keep going up to where it had the error, the 4 key and option keys error.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, right there. 4 key and option keys. Oh, okay.
This?
Yeah. So where you say option keys equals list, the K has to be capital. Yeah.
I found one thing that's wrong. Get new toys is wrong. Because
For yours?
yeah,
Okay.
because no, actually it's for. I think it's for yours too because I copied from you. Remember?
Which one did you say it was again?
Get toys.
Yeah. Could you share your screen? I'm not able to see what part of the
Oh,
code.
actually, never mind. Yours is fine.
Also, we're gonna take Benjamin, does yours run now?
Let me see. Dog.
Oh yeah, and
Oh.
Chantal, just put like 1 or something.
F.
Varied option, and then
No.
so okay, so you played with the toys, try feeding it. Yeah, press F. Okay, and then press quit game, like the Q.
Okay, so it says feed your pet. Is you have to say you fed your pet.
Yeah. But other than that, I think you have a completely working game.
Okay.
And I'll just work through the bugs of everyone else's. And then we'll do a quick review of functions before we take our quiz at the end of class. Okay, let's see what happened, Benjamin. New food, you might need to make F in food capital. So go to the feed pet function, Benjamin.
Feed pet.
The feed. Yeah, right there. New food. Oh yeah. So where you say new food is less than 0, make the F capital in the first if statement. And
Okay.
did someone say something? I thought somebody said something. No? Okay. And then Benjamin, try running it again.
Okay.
And William and Liam, if you want to just check to make sure that all your variables, the names and the case match up. So like if you have a capital letter, make sure that that reflects throughout the entire program.
But when I run it, it says in those Dynax.
Okay, let me look. That's your pet. Okay, and then try play with dog. Like try pressing P.
I just keep continuously feeding with it.
Yeah, try doing the different functions and see if it goes through.
Why does
It
it
says
say
in
dog?
those Dynax.
Okay, you need to put a colon after 100.
Oh.
So weird. Kill.
And then you have to have indent. Don't run it yet. Go back to there. And then you have to indent the new food. So yeah, press colon and then enter. And then paste that. Yeah. I think you have a
100%.
problem with your indentation.
Oh, look, it says trace back one recent call. Find
Line 49. Okay, could you go to that line?
949.
And then what was the error that it said?
I don't know. This one.
Length of toy options minus
I think it says not identified. It's not there. Name error.
toy
Toy
num
num
is
is
not
not
identified. Okay, let's go
I
back
get the
into
same
that and see
error.
what you got the same error. Okay. Toy num equals. Oh, okay. So, for William, what you have to do is indent the while so that way it lines up with toy num equals 1.
like that.
Wait, press the backspace. And then keep pressing the backspace until it's in line with toy num, and then press enter. Okay, there you go. And then toy num should actually be -1.
Toy.
So in the line above where you say toy num equals 1, make sure it says -1. -1, okay. Don't run it yet because it's not, we still have one more thing to fix for in print. And then
Wait, I found a misspell in mine. I think it might be the error. Let me run it again.
okay.
I have something.
And then William, after the print string, select all of the lines below, like up to toy num to print selected chosen toy. Yeah, print those, and then okay, no, just up till the toy num. Actually, never mind. You need to have all of those 4 lines in line with the for loop.
With lowest 4.
Yeah,
So all of these lined up with this.
not all of them. Just toy num,
It
chosen
worked.
toy, pet toys, and print. Sorry, what was that, Liam?
Like that. Like that.
Hold on. No. You need it. Okay, so click on toy num. Yeah, and then press backspace once. Keep pressing backspace actually. Okay, and then press enter. Oh, why is it doing that? Where I in range options, and then press backspace.
Which one? Toy num.
I don't know why
Toy
it's
num
doing that.
backspace.
Actually, on print, for the print, just go 1 line up and then press backspace. And then press enter. Okay, and then now do the same thing for toy num. And then press enter. And then press tab. Oh, backspace once. Yeah, and do the same for all the other ones so that it lines up with toy num. And Liam, was yours able to work, or did you still have a question with it?
Mine is
Which
still
one?
able to work.
What?
It
Unattended,
was
not
like a
matching that.
misspell. Instead of saying toy options, I said toy option.
Oh, so does it work through now? Like, can you
It
go through
works
the thing?
now, yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay. So,
I have another problem.
okay, let's see.
With get new
Toy
toys.
num.
This Look when I run it.
What
Unattended
does it
does not
say?
match.
Oh, any outer indentation level. Okay. Go to toy num, press the T in toy num, like the start of the line.
That is having fun.
And then backspace. And then enter, and then backspace once.
Like that.
I think. Still no. Okay. Okay, then what I think you need to do is, and then backspace.
Do a thing to
no.
everything.
No, press backspace. And then backspace again. And then
that.
keep. Why is it doing that? I don't know why it's doing that. And then backspace. You have some issue with your indentation. I think you probably didn't. Let me look at it. For loop, okay. Try running it again. Can I just see the error, what it says? Okay, I think what you're gonna have to do, I think it's an issue with that entire while loop. So go ahead and under the 1, where it says 1 and then the colon, yeah, press enter. Oh, okay, there's your issue. So type for I in range length toy options. Don't copy it, that's gonna, or okay, fine, yeah, you can copy it. Copy, and then press backspace. Yeah, and then press enter. And then, yeah.
Any toy. Let me put the number.
And then the toy num chosen pet and all the other lines should line up with the for loop. Okay. And so since everyone else's works, what I just wanted to ask you guys a few questions.
Wait.
Yeah?
I don't. Can you see if mine works?
Yeah. I can see your screen. Please input one of the pets. Name your cat. Okay. And then
F. For cat pet is full. Wait, let me change that. Okay. Cat, I, F, that is full. And then P, and then G,
and then input the toy you want.
0. Select
Okay, so it picked that. And then, so it looks like each of the functions work.
kinda.
Or which one doesn't work completely?
I don't know.
I mean, at least to me, it looks like it works completely. Are you able to quit as well?
Oh yeah, wait, let me do that. Oh my god, I don't.
And Chantal, does yours work?
Please input.
Yeah, mine works.
Yours works, okay. And
Yes.
Well, at least I know it works with all the fish stuff.
it works with all what?
I mean, I tested it out, so yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. And then I'm just checking Benjamin's. Input one of the pets, fish.
Oh, fish. Fish.
Can you send us a test?
What?
It works.
Like the quiz?
Yeah, I just wanted to review a few things with you guys really quickly before we do that. That way you guys don't go into the quiz without like any, like a review. So, if you guys want to take a look at my screen, is it in presenting? Okay. Do you guys see my presentation?
Yeah.
Like the functions
Yeah, I can
review?
see it.
Okay. So how would you guys define a function? Like what would you give as a definition? Like if someone asked what's a function, what would you say?
Um,
I have no idea.
Okay, that's okay. A function is a group of related statements that perform a specific task. If you look throughout our code, each one of the functions performed a specific task, such as like feed pet, that just does one thing and it feeds the pet, or play with toys, it does one thing, it just gives the pet their toys. So it's a group of related statements that perform a specific task.
okay.
So you see this function right here, define add nums, number 1 and number 2, and it just takes the sum of those two numbers and it returns it. So what if we put the inputs as 3 and 5? What would the result be?
8.
8, yeah, that's correct. And then what would the result be if we did it with 3.2 and 5.3?
8.3.
Yeah, 8.3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And some reasons why we use functions are it divides the code into useful blocks, because as you guys saw when we were debugging the code, whenever there was an issue, it would say like, oh, in feed pet, whatever, like indentation wrong or something like that. That way we don't have to go through like the entire code to look for an error. So we're able to kind of narrow it down. And again, they make the code more organized and readable. When everything is kind of segmented, it's easier to find what you need. And they can be reused. So the way we called the function is so much easier than, imagine if every single time we ran it, like every time we wanted to feed the pet, we'd have to type all of that all over again. But now that we created the feed pet function, every single time we just call the function. So yeah, that's why we use it. And here's the parts of a function. This is just a sample function. This is going to be the function header, and that's just like, that includes the keyword, the title of the function, and the parameters. So that just tells us this is where the function is going to start. The colon is really important. You must have a colon because that indicates that whatever follows is going to be part of the function.
Wait,
And
what?
then, oh yeah, I was just saying the colon, you always have to have a colon after your header in the function, because that just tells us that here's where the function starts, right after the colon.
Okay.
Okay. And then the def keyword, that's like define. You guys probably have noticed that in every single one of our functions we have this. And then that's the title of the function. It has to be unique. Every single function has to have a different. And does anybody know what the X and Y are called? Like what we put into the function? Does anyone know the names of those? Okay. Those are going to be called our parameters. So parameters are what we put into the function, or what we ask them to do stuff with. Yeah, parameters.
What was that again?
The parameters are what we input into the function. So they can either be ints or doubles or strings. They can be any data type that you put into the function, and then we do stuff with that. Does anyone have any questions on that? No questions? Okay. Do you know what all of this is called, the part that I just put in the box?
Huh?
It's the body of the function, and the body always has to be indented. See how, here, wait. See how the DEF is kind of a little more left than the rest of the function lines? How it's kind of like inside? Do you guys see that? Like there's like a space right here on the left side.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
I was just saying, do you see how every single one of the lines inside the function is indented? So it's kind of inside this outer line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that always has to be there. Anything outside of the function, like outside of the indentation, won't count as part of the function. So you always have to make sure that those lines are indented.
Okay.
And then this return statement is really important. It's a keyword. It returns, sends out either a number or the value that you're supposed to get out of the function. So that's the return statement. This is the keyword that you always need to say. Yeah.
What does return do again?
Return, it gives a value back to the computer. Like if we said define my function 1 plus 2, it would give 3 back to us. Like it would print out 3 in the console.
Oh.
Yeah. And then this is our return value. The return value is just the number or the string or the object that we're returning. So the difference between these two is return is the keyword, the statement, and the return value is what the number or the data that we're actually returning. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I were to ask, what's the DEF? Is that the header or is that the keyword?
The keyboard?
It's the keyword. Yep. Oh. And then what about the X and Y? What are those called?
Valuables?
But in the context of the function, this one, what did we call those inputs? There was a name that started with P.
What?
There was a name that started with P. That would be what we called those inputs to the function.
I forgot.
It's called the parameters.
Oh, yeah.
Parameters, okay? And
Okay, I forgot.
what's all of this stuff inside the function? We had a name for everything together.
Body?
Inside the body. Yep. And that always has to be indented. And then what's this thing, the last line?
The bottom return something key.
Yeah, it's the return statement. And then the sum would be a return.
So the answer you get back?
What?
Is that the response you get back?
Yeah, that's the response we get back. So that was just a quick little review. Those were the parts of the function. And then just remember the reasons why we use the functions. And then I will send you guys the link to the quiz.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah?
Just a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I want to see.
What did you want to see?
Oh, never mind. Okay, I was like wanted to read.
Oh, did you want to read the parts of the function again?
Oh no, not that. But the other one.
This one?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay. And let me know when you guys are all ready. We're going to go ahead and take the quiz then.
Okay.
Goody. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to send out the link to the quiz now, okay? I'm going to stop sharing. And
Yay.
And here's the link to the quiz.
So what are we doing now?
The quiz. I just sent the link in the chat.
Okay. What's a function header? What's a function header?
Huh?
What's a function header?
The header was the first line of the function where the DEF was.
Okay, I'm mostly guessing on some of them.
Yeah, me too. I'm mostly guessing my way, but
Well,
wait.
remember from the PowerPoint that we just the slides, we said the definitions of functions. We said that there were 3 definitions for a function.
Like check out.
I'm guessing.
Oh, I got 8 out of 10. Pretty good. Yeah. Well, the problem is I don't get the number.
Okay, once everyone finishes, we're gonna we'll go over the answers and I'll see which one.
Yeah, and I'm just guessing. So, wait. Hello, John. Good morning. It's very funny.
And if any of the questions are a little confusing or if you're not sure what it's asking, just ask me and I'll try to clarify it for you.
Some of these don't make sense.
Okay, which question do you need help on?
I don't know which number this is.
What
I
does
mean,
the question ask?
A lot of them don't make sense. It says, consider the following function. What would be the result of this function? And we call it like this. Colon's result equals add 3.
Okay, so
I think that's the second to last or third to last.
okay, so when it says add 3, 3 is the input, right? So if you look at the actual function that they gave us where it says define add a, return a plus 5, where is 3 going to go into?
A.
Okay, so how is a used
A
in the program? You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I don't get the one after that though.
I don't get this one.
The one after. Okay, the one where it says add hello.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't get the consider the following function. What will be the result of this function when we call it like this?
Which one is that? Is that the add 3 or the add hello?
Add 3.
The add 3. Okay. So where is the 3 going into?
The definition. Define.
So what are we doing with that 3?
We're adding it.
So what's the result of adding it to 5?
Oh, okay.
And then Chantal, for the hello one,
Ow.
what kind of data are we using with the 5? Is that a string or an int or double?
An int?
An int. And then what kind of data type is hello?
Oh, so then okay, I get it now. The different data types, right?
Yeah, but the main difference is it's not numbers. So
So it's an error.
I got 8 out of 10 right.
okay. Okay, and then Liam, are you still okay?
I got 8 out of 10.
Okay, so let's see which one. Okay. Okay. I think the one that was most missed was question.
Missed number 1.
Was it the one with the John?
It was the one with the John and the one afterwards, but now I understand why I got it wrong.
Okay. What?
So the first one you have to say what the name is,
Mm-hmm.
and the second
Yeah.
one you have it if you say, because I got this one wrong, so I didn't know, so it kind of made me get the next one wrong. So if you use
Right,
greet
because it doesn't.
John, yeah, then it would, instead of going greet name, it would go greet John. So I got that wrong, but I get why though.
Okay. Okay. Does anyone else have any questions on any ones that they missed? Anyone? Anyone? Any questions for any of the
I
problems
have
that
a
they
question.
missed?
For imagine we have the function. How do we call this function later in our program?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't get why the answer is greet parentheses John.
Because greet parentheses John. Okay. Because we need to call it. Which one did you select?
I selected greet parentheses.
Okay. So the issue with that one is it has no input, right?
What?
Like the greet parentheses, there's nothing inside it, so there's no input for the function. So the function doesn't know what to take in. It has to have some sort of name for the input for it to name. Like it needs to actually have some parameter inside it.
So is that why it says define greet name inside the function? And like the name is John?
Yeah, that's why they use John, because it needs to have an actual input.
Oh, okay.
Name is a variable, so you can't use that as the input.
Oh, okay.
For this one, at least.
I get it now.
Anyone else have any other questions? No questions? Okay. So then the last thing that I wanted to do, I know we're like slightly over, but on your own time, I sent a link to a forum. You guys can go ahead and click on that, and then later on, you can make an account, and that's a place where you guys can ask questions throughout the week regarding Python or any coding that you guys do, and the mentors will be able to respond to you and help you out.
Okay.
Okay, so that's everything I have for you
I
guys.
already did that for another one of my classes.
Okay, bye.
Do you want to sign
Okay.
up the school account?
Okay, bye. Thanks for the instruction.
Yeah, sure. What was that?
Bye.
Do you want
Somebody
to sign
asked
up
something.
the school account?
Yeah, I'm gonna go now. Bye.
Bye. The school account. You can just use whatever email you have. I think you might need a parent to like verify the email. So just use an
Bye.
email that you or your parent. Bye. Just use an email that you or your parent have access to.